It's good news for all the people who don't like our big Welsh guy who's currently running Doctor Who, Russell T Davies. If you don't like him, good news, because he's probably not going to be running Doctor Who for much longer. If you're like me and actually really enjoy his work, then bad news. This isn't officially confirmed, but something was posted today which is making me think he's probably not sticking around, along with the bundles of evidence that we've had over the past couple of months. Like when they put out this statement that we're going to get a Christmas special this year for Doctor Who, they put Russell T Davies has agreed to write the new episode. If you're a showrunner, you don't really agree to write a new episode, you just, it's assumed you're going to do it, which makes me believe he's going away, which is very sad because I'd love him to stay, but hey ho. Before we jump into this, I will say, in the reshoots of the Reality War. This has been a video I've been meaning to make for a while, but it's not really got legs on its own. But in the reshoots for the Reality War, if you don't know, the entire back end of that episode got completely reshot, if you couldn't tell, and was just additional. And Anita mentions the boss, which leads me to either believe if Russell isn't staying on from this, from the Christmas special this year, the boss will be dealt with in this Christmas special. I don't think he's going to leave it up to someone else. I think the boss, personally, my thoughts are the boss is going to be Susan, and she'll be in this year's Christmas special. That's what I'm hoping for, because I flipping love Susan. So we'll jump into this post, and I just think this is a big indication as to maybe RTD isn't sticking around for much longer. But really quickly, I'm very close to 1,000 subscribers. If you could help me get there, it's much appreciated. It's actually one click of a button if you want to. If you don't want to, then don't. But if you enjoy the video, click a like, leave a comment, press the hype button near the comments. That'll push me out to loads more people. And just subscribe if you're into it. And if you like what you see, hit the notification bell. You get notified every single time I post a brand new video, which is every single day. And yeah, let's just hop into this, shall we? Okay, posted earlier by Doctor Who Production News. According to Deadline, Russell T Davies said at Series Mania in France that he is about to submit his next idea to Nicola Schindler post Tiptoe. So if you don't know what Tiptoe is, it's Russell's brand new show over on Channel 4, which I believe is airing this year, right? Yeah, I think it's airing around summertime this year, I'm pretty sure, and no confirmed date yet, but from speculation, that's what we believe. And I will be watching it because I'm a big fan of Russell's work outside of Doctor Who. I love The Second Coming. I love It's a Sin. Years and Years, I still haven't got around to. I'm surprised because it's sort of really up my street, so I'll get to Years and Years. I know roughly what it's about and what happens. Queer as Folk, I love. And Tiptoe, I'm very excited to see what he does with this new drama, which we'll get into an article in a minute about the drama and how it's similar to Doctor Who, not in like plot-wise, but in terms of like wokeness. So we'll get onto that in a minute. But I think if you're pitching a new idea for a new TV show, it does signify that you've probably got a lot of time on your hands. Granted, the new series probably won't be made till, let's be real, it's probably going to be at latest back end of 2027, if not 2028. So he probably has got a lot of time on his hands to make new shows. But I think if your brain's racking up all these ideas for new shows instead of what can I do with Doctor Who, you're probably not running Doctor Who anymore. Let's read this article. Well, not all of it, just the bits that are relevant to Doctor Who, because a lot of it's about Tiptoe. If you're interested in Tiptoe, like I am, feel free to read the article yes, for yourself, but I'm going to just talk about the Doctor Who bits because that's what most people are here for. So from Deadline, Russell T Davies says Tiptoe is his angriest and darkest series yet. And he, to quote Russell, my word, this show is going to get called woke on a colossal scale. I can imagine saying colossal scale. Which, if this is true, like he didn't even say this about Doctor Who, which everyone calls woke anyway, but when you've got a gay black actor playing the Doctor, more people are going to just attack it for being woke. And he never said this about Doctor Who, which makes me believe, or makes me theorise, what could possibly be in Tiptoe that is going to be like a colossal scale of woke. So I'm interested to see that, but it's interesting here how he calls this his angriest and darkest. Now, we know Russell, no offence to the guy, he likes to big up his stuff a lot. Is this going to be darker than Torchwood Children of Earth? I find it hard to believe because that went very, very dark. And he did say that the War Between the Land and the Sea would go to dark places like that. And as someone who's seen the War Between, no spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen it, it doesn't really go any dark places. There's some horrific bits here and there. Horrific's a bad choice of words. There's some unsettling bits here and there, mainly from the romance. I think I can say that without it being spoilers. So that's odd. But yeah, it's weird how he uses the phrase angriest and darkest, because there's a lot of Doctor Who spin-offs and just Doctor Who episodes in general that he's written that are very angry, very dark, and very woke, but he's claiming that this is bigger than all of them, which is very, very interesting. Davies and Schindler have made a wealth of shows together, including It's a Sin, Years and Years, and Queer as Folk, which are all great shows, BTW. Today, they said their secret sauce lies in constantly having ideas and in never trying to make shows that return. So this is really good, good. And this is the sort of what I aspire to do, because I write, for those who don't know. But Russell says here, there are no long runners in there. He added, apart from Doctor Who, I don't do returning things. They're always 4 or 6 episodes, and that keeps us on our toes, which I really enjoy. Not enough TV is made where it's just one series telling a story. A good example of this is Douglas is Cancelled, which I recently watched over on ITV, or rewatched at least. And that had Hugh Bonneville, Karen Gillan, Alex Kingston, and it was written by Stephen Moffat. And that was just 4 episodes at like 40 minutes each. And it tells a story. That's it. You wouldn't do a Douglas is Cancelled season 2. It's basically a movie split up into 4 episodes, which I love more than movies. I like to have a cliffhanger and a little bit of a wait before the next one. And I like that Russell does that. It's a Sin. It's just 5 episodes. You couldn't do It's a Sin series 2 unless you focus on a different group of friends. But telling a different story would be difficult to do for something like It's a Sin. And I feel like not enough TV is made like that these days. It's all made with like the sitcoms that have got 15 seasons over in America. I think like British sitcoms can have multiple series. A sitcom can have multiple series. But when it's telling a story, I think it's best to do it in, like what Russell says, 4, 5, 6 episodes max. So yeah, I like that, and I'm a big fan. So here he's sort of saying how it's a good thing that he does. He keeps them so concise and just a few episodes, and then brings up apart from Doctor Who, which can be an indication, as not maybe a dig, but just sort of like it's an exception. Doctor Who is an exception to his usual rules, which just makes me think that he's probably departing from it. He had to quickly stick in, apart from Doctor Who, which he does multiple series of, and actually came back to, even though he said he would never come back. Fun fact, Russell was meant to write the Series 9 opener with Davros and the Doctor, but turned it down because he didn't want to come back and ruin the legacy, which just further fuels my idea that either A, he had really big confidence that he could deliver something for Disney Plus and Doctor Who that would really benefit it, which I no doubt he did, but I also think he was shifted in. I think people were just like, we'll give you a fat bag if you come back to Doctor Who and fix it. And he tried his best. Bless him. And like, I couldn't have done much better, and I think on paper all the ideas he had worked, but they just didn't. I think we were a little bit too late. If we got the streaming era of Doctor Who in like 2020, 2019, I think we could be in a completely different place right now, but we didn't. We didn't. Also, just a little bit of bonus news here. This is Tia Coffey, who presents the Whoniverse show alongside Crystal D and Tyrese, something like that. Sorry, pal. But there's a new Whoniverse episode, a new Whoniverse show episode dropping tomorrow, which hopefully there'll be some news in. We've been saying for ages that hopefully we'll be getting some news on the 21st anniversary of modern Doctor Who, and that's tomorrow with a new Whoniverse show. So maybe something will get announced in there. Chances are probably won't, because they won't do it, will they? They'll keep edging us as much as they can. But if we do get like an official casting announcement, or not a trailer but teaser, that could be interesting. I think it's a perfect time to do it. So I'll keep you posted on that tomorrow. You'll know if something mad's happened. Just I'll post a video about it. So subscribe, the notification bell on if you like what you see. Hit the like button and comment down below. What do you think about Russell T Davies? Do you think he's staying on as Doctor Who showrunner? Do you think he's leaving? Do you think he's doing neither and he might be staying on producing or whatsoever? Do you think he'll focus more on spin-offs? Like he said, he likes to do 5-6 episode series rather than ongoing things, so maybe he'll focus more on spin-offs and stick to that sort of stuff, or maybe he won't. If you did enjoy this video and you want to help me out in a special way, there's a button in the comments section if you're on mobile that says hype. If you push that and hype my video, it pushes out to way more people and helps grow me to, I'm so close to 1,000 subs, so very, very close. And if you enjoyed and you want to support me in a monetary way, which you don't have to, but if you want to, you can become a channel member. You get access to member-only videos, and you get a shout-out at the end of every single video that I do for the time you're a member. And if you want to become or you want to leave a super thanks in the comments, it's a bit cheaper, and you get a shout-out at the end of the next video. Or don't do any of it. Go back to eating crisps, watching telly, and going to bed. I've been Sam. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you later. Ta-ra.